The nonchalant dreadhead. They can be found anywhere and everywhere, even in fiction. Only difference is they not dreadheads in fiction, for reasons we won't discuss here. Actually, nah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how these companies and these corporations hate. Nonchalant characters can be some of the best characters in a series, or some of the most boring motherfuckers on the face of the earth if done wrong. Also, not gonna lie, I seen Degenerosity Annoying Characters video and I got mad inspired. Sue me. Please don't. Everybody loves Avatar: The Last Airbender. In fact, there's not a single person I've met in my entire life who dislikes this series. Cause it's perfect. Cause it's damn near perfect. Hold on, let me not. You probably think I'm gonna talk about Zuko here, but let's be real, bruh. This nigga is the furthest thing from nonchalant. Before his redemption, he's top 5 angriest motherfuckers in fiction. And after his redemption, he's on his Batman dark and brooding shit. And dark and brooding do not equal nonchalant. You wanna know who's really a nonchalant ass motherfucker in this series? May! There is not a thing on this planet she's passionate about, dog. The straight face emoji is laser tattooed directly onto her face forever. There are multiple times in the series where she is literally like,
I do not care if I get boomed right now.
even when she with her mans, these niggas is weird. They can't even say I love you to each other.
I don't hate you. I don't hate you too.
What?
I don't think her voice raises past 0.004 decibels throughout the entire series. But then she finally gets to open up about her life and her past and how it was difficult being the daughter of a politician. And she's still the most nonchalant motherfucker in the room. Then of course there's this dude Shikamaru the GOAT. You thought I was gonna say Sasuke, huh? Nah, that nigga be tweaking. This man Shikamaru has the intellect of Light Yagami, but the work ethic of the sloths from Zootopia. Hey man, he really is just one chill ass dude. Can't get mad at that. Even when it's time for him to turn up, he's still pretty calm. He couldn't even really properly mourn the loss of his teacher until his pops was like,
hey man, just let it out, dog. It's okay.
he did go ballistic when it was time to get back for his master, but even then this was almighty calm and collected, even while literally booming a nigga into oblivion. Then he grew up to become the vice president of his nation and birthed an even more nonchalant son, bro. The apple don't fall too far, huh? Then there's one of my personal goats, Trafalgar D. Waterlaw the legend. Frame 1 of his introduction, all you hear is vroom. This motherfucker is farming aura, I swear. He's literally playing with the Marines like Legos, rearranging his bodies with a shit-eating grin on his face. This man meets Kid for the first time, and what does he do? Smile in the nigga face and flip him off, just for the sake of vibes. Do I got the nigga Jolly Roger tatted on me? Maybe. Am I biased at all? No. This man is just sauce incarnate. I don't know what to tell you. And yeah, he has a super horribly tragic, awfully heart-wrenching backstory, but he still found a way to smile through it all with his gang. And remember how everybody pulled up to the roof on Wano to bang out with the Emperors? Kid and Killer had their calm little walkout. Zoro got launched all the way up there. And then there's Law, who teleported up there with the unlimited steez. Mans was already sitting down, legs crossed, just waiting to bang out. Everything he do is calm, cool, collected, unbothered, undisturbed, nonchalant. Jujutsu Kaisen is a series all about the art of hands, right? Is it even possible to have a nonchalant character in a series like this? Well, yes, of course. Case in point, Megumi Fushiguro. When it comes to hands, yes, this man is ready to crash at any given moment, but in every other facet of his life, he is the least chalant individual ever. This man Gojo pulled up on him as a wee lad and was like,
Hey man, sorry, but I killed your pops little kid.
and what was Megumi's response? Anger, rage, sadness, anguish, resentment? No, none of the above. All he said was,
I don't care.
and just like Avatar's May, this nigga got an eternal straight face always. I really do question whether this man enjoys his life in the slightest. The slice of life sections of this series is really when his personality shines though. Itadori does some dumb shit, Nobara gets pissed off, and Megumi still got that straight face on. But it's funny in this setting because of how it balances the other two. I'm already knowing season 3 is about to be the most depressing shit ever without Nobara, dog. Gojo's basically this kid's adopted father, and watching them interact is the most funniest shit ever. Gojo is 28 years old and ends up being the one that acts like a child with Megumi. Me personally, I just think it's because Gojo values fun in his life, but hey, that's just me. I feel like Chainsaw Man's Aki is super similar too. Law is nonchalant in a fun way where he's still able to smile and shit, but Aki and Megumi are just some of the most serious motherfuckers in the known universe, dog. It's crazy. Granted, his roommates are Denji and power who collectively share half a brain cell, so naturally this would have to be the older brother figure with them. But even when he interacts with Himeno, who's clearly in love with him, he's like zero emotion. I don't know what they got going on, but there's some weird tension there with their relationship. He do got a spliff in his mouth at all times, so maybe he's just geeking. There actually is an explanation for him being like this though. This man's entire family was reduced to ash in a split second right before his eyes, and the only reason he draws breath right now is for the sake of vengeance. So, you feel me? Look, those are some pretty crazy stakes in a person's life. I don't know if I would be like smiling all the time if I was in that shoes too. You feel me? With Aki, it makes sense. With Megumi, it kind of makes sense too, but I don't know, bro. These niggas just got crazy lives, bro. I wonder if you could consider Link to be nonchalant too, low-key. He's silent all the time, always has a steady head. He does have a pretty important job to do, and that's really all the nigga be caring about. His MO really is save the princess and help out as many motherfuckers as possible on the way. He will casually help a dude build an entire town from the ground up on his way to defeating Ganon. He will casually destabilize an underground mafia for shits and giggles on the way to saving Hyrule. This man just does shit for the sake of vibes. And just like everybody else here, he do it with the straightest face of all time. The difference between Link and the others though is that this dude is actually having fun. That's why him and Law are some nonchalant goats, you feel me? Then of course we can't forget everybody's favorite Zuko clone, the icy hot David Shoto Todoroki. This kid is another straight-faced, call that motherfucker, but he actually is also funny as hell, low-key. He's kind of more airheaded than anything, but because he's always deadpan monotone, it comes across in a completely different way than somebody like Avatar's Ty Lee. Both are airheaded individuals, but their primary traits are polar opposites. One is happy-go-lucky, super full of energy, and the other is this. This man was teaming up with Yayorozu for an infield exam or something, and she started crying after they won because this was a big moment of personal redemption for her. And this first response to her crying is,
"What's wrong? Do you feel sick, gang? Oh nah, you better vomit."
He just comes to the craziest conclusions all the time, bruh. This dude is hell. This man is the polar opposite of Occam's razor, dog. And not just cause the nigga got ice powers. You feel me? Polar. I ain't finna explain no shit to you. This man will never think of the simplest explanation for his situation. Bakugo used his intuition to figure out that Deku got his quirk from All Might, right? But this Todoroki thought All Might was Deku's dad on the low. I think watching him interact with Bakugo is truly the greatest shit ever though. Bakugo be angry as and full of energy all the time, but Todoroki just straight-faced responds to everything he says in the most dry way possible, which fires the nigga up even more. Todoroki will say the dumbest shit on the face of the earth, and everybody will think he's joking, but this man is straight-faced as being dead serious. But yeah, maybe one day we'll get actual nonchalant dreadheads in TV and games, or just regular niggas with locks too. I ain't picky. I'm sure they already exist too, but hey, I'll take a few more, and a few more, and a few more after that. Young gotta stop giving us new family goated with locks. You have me. I'm sure there's also a metric doodle ton of characters that are super nonchalant that I didn't include on here. Look, part 2, you feel me? Part 2? Question mark. Every time I make a video like this, I keep teasing a part 2 and then part 2s don't happen. But look, maybe one of these days, I'm just gonna drop a sequel to every single one of these videos. I'm probably not finna. Well, hey, we'll see. Look, part 2, we could dive into like different worlds, cause like this one was mostly on some like anime type, you feel me? But look, it's a lot of nonchalant motherfuckers in fiction, okay? But yeah, shout out Nonchalant Characters and shout out you.
I can't feel my face right now, I'm burning up. I got this feeling that I won't come down, like got this feeling that I won't come down, like got this feeling that I won't come down.